You've had a fantastic holiday far, far away. Well, today I'm going to talk you through 6 different plants that will bring that holiday feeling back home into your garden and that you can grow in the UK during the summer months. Jacarandas originate from South America, where they get to about 15 meters tall. And on top of these huge trees, they're covered in fantastic blue flowers. But you can now grow a jacaranda in the UK because this little beauty was bred in Japan. This is Jacaranda Bonsai Blue, and this one starts flowering at 70 centimeters tall and will really get flowering at about 1.5 meters tall. And that means it's small enough to keep frost free in the UK during the winter time. It is hardly down to about -2, but it's recommended if you can to keep it somewhere frost free through the really cold months in the UK. This one has come into leaf and has this wonderful ferny foliage. I've had this for a couple of years now. In another year or two's time, it will be covered in heads of lovely blue, incredible flowers. So now I can get that exotic feeling from South America in my garden on a jacaranda that's bonsai size, but still with those fantastic blue flowers. Bougainvilleas really bring that holiday feeling to your garden. They come in a fantastic range of colours. This one's purple, but they can be pink, they can be yellow, they can be orange, they can be white, they can be salmon, an amazing range of colours. And when you look at the plant, these seem to look or appear as petals, but these are actually bracts. These are modified leaves. These are actually leaves that are coloured to look like petals. The true flower is this little tiny flower in the middle here. And although these originate from South America, if you keep them frost free during the winter time, you can take them through in the UK from year to year to year. This one's about 2 or 3 years old. I keep it somewhere frost free during the winter time. Below 10 degrees centigrade, it will drop its leaves. Above that, it'll actually stay evergreen. By the end of the summer, here in my garden, this will be 3 times the size and covered in these fantastic purple flowers. So all you've got to do is choose what colour you want. Keep it frost free during the winter time, bring it out in the summer, feed it, water it, and just enjoy that magical holiday feeling that Bougainvillea can bring into your garden this summertime. This little beauty is an Aeonium, and these come from places like the Canary Islands, Lanzarote, Gran Canaria, those sort of places. This is a real beauty. Look at this rosette of super fleshy leaves. It's a type of succulent. And what happens is, as it grows, it loses its lower leaves and starts to form a trunk. Eventually that can be 2 or 3 foot tall with this wonderful rosette of succulent leaves on top, green at the bottom, tinged red on the top, and eventually a flower spike will come out, giving you clusters of yellow or white flowers. This is a real true beauty. It's not frost hardy, so keep it somewhere frost free and bright during the winter months. But in the summer in the UK, you can bring this out onto your patio and you can enjoy that tropical holiday feeling this Aeonium will bring to your patio and your garden. Senecio Kleinia is another plant that originates from places like the Canaries, and this is quite an unusual plant. It has these huge sausage-like stems and these very narrow glaucous blue leaves. That's actually so it can survive in really hot sunny conditions and doesn't lose loads and loads of moisture. It's an upright plant that eventually has very unusual white or yellow flowers on the top on long stems. It's unusual, it's different, it certainly brings a touch of the oriental, the exotic, the somewhere different into your garden during the summer months. Again, it will need protection during the winter time, but only needs to be kept 4 or 5 degrees above freezing. Give it lots of light during the winter time, keep it dry during the winter time, but then bring it back out, enjoy it in the summer, and just have this unusual Senecio Kleinia adorning your patio or your garden and giving that different look all the way through until the autumn. Agaves originate from Central America, but these can get through British winters. I've had this big beast outside for at least 2 or 3 years, and although it's a little bit frost damaged, I'm not worried. I mean, it's not grown in Mexico, so it is going to suffer a little bit during a British winter. But these plants can live for a very long time. Huge fleshy leaves with really evil spikes along the top of the leaves and very sharp points. I normally cut these off just so you don't hurt yourself on them. They're actually known as century plant because they can allegedly take up to 100 years to flower. Many flower a lot sooner than that, but once they flower, they die. But you need to wait a long time before they do flower. I've got 3 here in 3 different sizes, and again, they're giving drama, they're giving structure, they're kind of giving that feel of being somewhere different, somewhere abroad, somewhere magical and different. So if you want to try a plant that can get through a British winter, that's got that kind of look, choose an agave. And they've got one more weird habit. What they actually do is they leave an impression of the previous leaf on the back of the stems, again, which is really, really unusual and quite different. So try agaves, easy to grow, super drought tolerant. They just want to be somewhere really, really sunny and have a cute drainage, and they'll live for many, many years. Bird of paradise really do bring a feeling of paradise to your garden. These huge paddle-shaped leaves and really unusual flowers. This one's covered in flower buds, but eventually they burst open and they resemble some kind of tropical bird of paradise in the actual shape of the flower that is orange and black. Again, you'll need to protect this during the winter time and keep it frost free, but it's well worth the effort. I've had this one for the last 3 or 4 years. It's actually in a plastic dustbin because it has absolutely huge roots. You can lift and divide it eventually and create more plants, but it adds drama, it adds interest. It really, really is an unusual plant to see in a summer in the UK. But if you keep it somewhere sunny, well drained, in a nice open spot, it will throw out these huge, great big leaves. It will keep throwing out flowers during the summer, and it will just add that incredible drama. But then just put it somewhere frost free for the winter with lots of light, keep it on the dry side. You can bring it out next summer and have all that drama all over again. So there you are, 6 amazing plants from far-flung corners of the earth that will give you that incredible tropical holiday feeling in your garden during the summer. Most of them do need winter protection. The agaves might get all the way through, but well worth the effort just to bring that touch of something unusual to your garden every summer.